Let's have a couch conversation about easy loans. Man, how do you get approved for an easy loan? Okay. How do you get the largest loan you need, come rain or shine? Don't go anywhere. Gonna love to this conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Story Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to have with you a couch conversation about how to get the largest loan easily, okay? And there are a few steps you need to follow if you want to get a loan approved real quick and very easily. The first thing you need to do is think about the loan amounts. Do not ask for too much cash. This is very important. A lot of people are, imagine you're making $20,000 a year and you are asking for a $25,000 loan. It doesn't make sense, okay? Follow things logically. If you're making $20,000 a year, ask for $5,000. If you're making $40,000 a year, ask for $20,000, okay? It's all about running the numbers. Run the numbers. The last thing you want is to be in a position where you apply for a loan and the lender they look at your application and they think, wow, this person cannot afford it, because there is something called debt to income ratio, and DTI is very quintessential when it comes to analyzing you, the applicant, as a potential risk. Okay, so always the thing is, you probably have heard about the fact that people say live within your means. I want to say today, you want to borrow within your means. Very important, okay? So most personal loans are between $1,000 and $100,000. But you need to make sure that the loan that you are requesting is the loan that is in sync with your income, okay? It's all about money, 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 money. So what determines the size of your loan? Your credit score, your employment history, your income and existing debts, as I just said before, your DTI, right? What is the loan type you're asking for? Those are really important. So please, you want to borrow within your means. This is the first principle you want to follow if you want to get approved very easily for whatever loan you are asking for, okay? Borrow within your means. And one thing you need to pay attention to is your income. So when I talk about income, I'm not speaking about a 9-to-5 job only. I'm speaking about all the sources of income that you pull every single month. Do you have side gigs? Are you doing DoorDash? Are you doing a Fiverr? Are you doing something on the side? What are you working on? So you need to consolidate all those sources of income to determine how much amount you are pulling every single month, okay? Because when people talk about DTI, they are talking about your gross income, not your pre-tax income, not your after-tax income, okay? So pull everything, and you want to do the calculation holistically to find out exactly how much you are generating every month as income, and based on that amount, ask for the loan that you want. The second principle that you need to pay attention to is your FICO score. This is very important. I want you right now, as you're listening to me, you probably have a good credit, average credit, bad credit, who cares anyway? I want you to right now take notes. You want to clean up your credit. I don't care what's in there, but do you know what's in there? When was the last time you have actually pulled your credit report? Last year? 10 years ago, 5 years ago, for those who are younger, or maybe 6 months ago. This is something you need to actually do on a quarterly basis or a monthly basis. Our preference, based on our research, is that you need to pull your credit every month. This should become something quite essential for you to gauge your financial responsibility and to gauge your financial health, okay? So you need to know exactly what's in your credit report right now. I'm not just asking you to go and tell me what's in your TransUnion credit report. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. I want you to tell me what's in your TransUnion, what is in your Experian, what is in your Equifax. I want to know every detail. You need to go granular here. The level of granularity is important because this is going to affect the loan amount you are going to get in the end. So there is a website called annualcreditreport.com that allows you once a year to have access to your credit report for free. Okay, go to that website right now, type in whatever you want. You just want to tap in you want to put in your social, your name, and you have access, free access. So once every 12 months, you have access to that. And if you are denied a loan, you basically have a right to have access to your credit report. There are other services out there. You have Credit Karma, you have you have NerdWallet, Wallet Hub, you have a constellation of providers that actually give you your credit score for free. But the point is, you need to have clarity around your credit score. Big decision time. Talk to me right now. Do you know your credit score? You probably think you are like a 640 or 740 or 810 or what, but how sure are you? This is important. So what I want you to do right now, if you haven't done already, is to make a decision about checking your credit score frequently. You can sign up for those free services. Credit Karma is one of them. So you know exactly what's going on. Okay, the sooner you know what's going on in your credit report, you can actually fix any problem, any derogatory item, whatever is negative, whatever is detrimental to your credit, you can fix it. Of course, if it is invalid, okay, if you have anything valid there, it's not going to change, okay. And you could probably contact also the data furnishers, your credit card issuers, your lenders, or even contact the credit bureaus if there is something you want to fight. The third thing you need to do is to understand the loan typology. You need to understand and you need to choose your loan type. So today's conversation, I'm showing you how to be easily and quickly approved for a loan. Okay, we're talking about easy loans to be approved for, but you better have a clear idea of the loan that you want. There are several types of loans out there, my friend. Did you hear that? Several types of loans. And as a matter of fact, if you don't know, are you going for a car loan? Do you want a personal loan? Do you want a home improvement loan? Do you want a debt consolidation loan? Do you want a wedding loan? Do you want a travel loan? Talk to me about that. As a matter of fact, a credit card in some cases can be considered a loan if you transfer the credit card debt onto a personal loan. That's a debt consolidation loan, right? Credit card, credit card, credit card. You might be thinking that so when people talk about loans, you're talking about installment loans, but no, a credit card can be transferred into a long-term debt. So there are several types of loans, but you need to have an idea, because if you have a clear idea of what you want, you can actually go after that loan and actually contact the lenders that provide those types of loans. Okay, so you have debt consolidation loans. So those are the most common uses of personal loans, right? So by taking out one loan to cover your existing debt, you can decrease the number of payments you have to worry about each month and receive one potentially lower interest rate. You have credit card refinancing loans, right? Some companies like Payoff, for example, specialize in loans for people looking to pay off credit card debt. And we have covered Payoff on another show. We have actually done an in-depth review of that provider. Great loan, by the way. And because personal loan rates are often lower than credit card rates, a loan may be a good way to clear your credit card balances and pay them off over a long period. Okay. Are you looking for a home improvement loan? This could be a great option if you're looking to pay off a large renovation upfront without taking out a secured home equity loan. Okay. Are you looking for a medical loan? Something happens, God forbid, something happens in your family or to yourself. You need to understand medical expenses are often unpredictable, right? So a personal loan may be a great way to decrease the immediate financial burden and pay down debt over a number of years. Are you looking for an emergency loan? Because when we talk about emergencies, this is not just for financial reasons. Let's say you have a car breakdown, or you have a smaller medical expense, or a burst pipe. Maybe those could be good reasons to take out this type of emergency loan. So my point is, you need to know what kind of loan you're looking for. So once you know what kind of loan you're looking for, it's about time to go loan shopping. Yep, we're going to loan shopping. You need to shop around for the best personal loan rates. And one thing you want to do is you want to look for those platforms that provide the soft pulls, because the last thing you want is to just jeopardize your credit report, your credit score, by having hard pull or hard pull over hard pull over hard pull. No, you want to go for the soft pull. You want to go for those websites that allow you to check your rate, to check the loan amount you could qualify for. Okay, so this is really good. And one thing I want to say here is that you want to compare several types of lenders and loan types to get an idea of what you can qualify for. You can generally find personal loan offers from banks, credit unions, and online lenders. And in some cases, alternative lenders. Okay, so and if you have been, let's say you have been a long time account holder with your bank or credit union, you want to consider checking there first because you already have the relationship. You always want to start where you have the relationship, okay? Because relationships takes time. They do take time. So if you have built a relationship for over 5 years or 10 years, you want to start there first. And often, showing that you have made positive financial choices for years means your bank or credit union may be willing to look past recent credit missteps or give you a better rate, okay? And some online lenders allow you to get pre-qualified with a soft credit check, which will not impact your credit score. So those are things that you need to think about, okay? And I'm thinking about payoff, best egg. You have update, upgrade. Those are players that we have reviewed on other shows. And when it comes to comparing and contrasting personal loan, you need to think about the features. Personal loan features. I want you to think about origination fees, okay? Late fees, return payment fees, prepayment penalties, the whole 9 yards. You need to sit down and have an Excel spreadsheet or listen to shows like this and have a clear idea of which one you should go for. Okay. Aside from fees, I want you to spend a minute right now to see if the lender offers any other benefits that will help you in your decision-making process. Okay. Let me give you an example. We have covered a SoFi on other shows, and SoFi is a lender that actually offers borrowers unemployment protection, multi-product discounts, as well as complimentary access to financial coaching and credentialed financial planners. This is kind of cool, if you were to ask me. Next, you want to think about the loan formats. So you have a difference between the loan types and the loan formats. When we talk about loan types, we are talking about debt consolidation loans, credit card refinancing loans, home improvement loans, wedding loans, emergency loans, medical loans, right? When we talk about loan formats, we are talking about the structure, okay? The format or the structure of the loan. For example, do you want a secure loan? Do you want an unsecured loan? Do you want a loan with a fixed rate, with a variable rate? Do you want a line of credit? Do you want a payday loan? Do you want a credit card cash advance? Okay, money. Talk to me about money. Money. So when you shop around for a personal loan from a bank, credit union, or online lender, you will likely encounter the following options, right? You have secure loan. I'm not going to go into definition. Everybody knows what a secure loan is, okay? And everybody knows what an unsecured loan is. What we need to know instead is that there is the difference between fixed rate and variable rate depends on your credit score and also the prospects you have about your future. Are you optimistic about your future? I'm talking about 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now. If you are, then you want to go for a variable rate. But if you're not, then you better just go with a fixed rate, okay? Because with the fixed rate loan, your interest rate stays the same for the entire term of the loan. Your monthly payments will be predictable, so you'll be able to budget for them with ease. They'll never change, no matter how the market is doing. But if you are optimistic about the future, you believe you'll be making more money. Let's say 5 years from now, you'll get a good job. You'll be making hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can go for a variable rate loan, okay? This is kind of similar to what we have with mortgages. You have ARMs, okay? And so this is kind of cool. You also need to think about a line of credit. Are you looking for a loan, or what you really want is a line of credit, okay? Because a line of credit is similar to a credit card because the money is available to you whenever you need it, and you only make payments on what you have borrowed. It is flexible because you will be able to borrow, and actually they use the term draw. You'll be able to draw as much or as little money as you would like, up to a set credit limit, which the lender usually sets based on your credit history, income, and other factors, okay? So think about that. And please, you might be looking for a payday loan because you are in financial street right now. Things are kind of hard for you. But I would say that you want to stay away from payday loans as much as possible because the APR are crazily high. It's just crazily high. And you might want to get a payday loan instead from your credit union. Those have decent, reasonable loans. I mean, the loan amounts are smaller, but again, this is just a lot better. And you might be thinking about credit card cash advances, but also that you want to stay away from that because the APR is kind of high. I'll be right back, but after this, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sorted Kiwi Show. I'm still talking to you today about how to easily and quickly get approved for a personal loan. We are talking about easy loans to be approved for. And so after you have shopped for loans, after you have analyzed loan formats, loan types, I want you to focus on lenders. Okay, you need to pick a lender and apply. You've done your research. You are confident with everything is fine. Start picking a lender. And pick the lender with the best offer for your needs, then start the application process, okay? So depending on the lender, you may be able to do the entire application process online. Alternatively, some lenders may require you to apply in person at your local bank or credit union branch, okay? And so this is something that you need to figure out yourself. And every lender is different regarding what information it will need on the application, but you typically need to provide your name, your address, your contact information, your income and employment information, and the reason for the loan. And the reason for the loan is it's very important because the lender wants to make sure that you have a clear vision in terms of how you're going to use the money and how you're going to pay it back. This is really important, okay? And what I want to say here is that the lender will also request you to share how much you want to borrow. It may then give you a few options to consider after a soft credit check. For example, this is what what PenFed does. Okay, PenFed is a credit union, and that's what they do. They actually have if you go to their website, they have a soft pull there, and once they do a soft credit check, they will give you options with loan amounts and interest rate, and you have to choose. Okay, you'll have a chance to review the complete terms and conditions for the loan, including fees and your repayment period. And it's really important, please read through the loan agreement thoroughly to avoid hidden fees and other pitfalls. Okay, so what I want to say here is that when we talk about easy loans, we are talking about the fact that all lenders have different qualification requirements and they may ask for different information. Okay, if you want to borrow from a bank, you want to borrow from a credit union, it's just a lot better to go to the branch. Okay, it's a lot better. If you want to borrow from an online lender, you just talk to someone on the phone first, and then once everything is fine, you just fill the form online, and that's it. Okay, provide the necessary information. It's important. You might need to upload or fax a copy of your latest pay stub, a copy of your driver's license or proof of residence, in addition to your W-2s, your 1099s, your 1040s, your tax returns. Those are important. Last but not the least, folks, let's talk about the application itself. You need to understand that the lender will actually assign you an APR, right? They will approve your loan. The loan amounts and the APR that you ultimately get will depend on a few things, okay? And here are factors that will affect your interest rate and loan amounts. For instance, you might be looking for, you might be applying for 20 grand or 30 grand, and the lender is giving you 15 grand or 10 grand. Okay. This is why I always tell people you want to apply for higher loan amounts, but it has to be reasonable. Okay. Because you may never get the loan that you want. So you need to apply. Let's say you're making $40,000 and you're looking for a 10 grand loan, apply for 20 grand. And if you get rejected, you can probably get a 10 grand or 15 grand. Okay. There are some factors that will affect your interest rates and loan amounts. Your credit score. Okay. Your debt to income ratio, your DTI, your loan term, and the availability of a cosigner. Do me a favor. If you don't have good credit, if you have a less than stellar credit, you want to work on two things right now. You want to work on your credit score, and you want to work on your DTI. Okay, your DTI ratio is the amount of your monthly debt divided by your monthly gross income. So generally, a low DTI ratio is a signal to lenders that you can manage monthly payments on a new personal loan. Because why are they giving you a new loan if you cannot even afford your payments on the existing loans? That's just it makes sense that if you have a low DTI, they'll give you money. If you have a high DTI, they'll be very scared away. They'll be scared. So what I'm trying to say here is that you want to have you want to keep the DTI low. You also want to keep your CUR low, your credit utilization ratio. This is important. And also, if you don't meet the lender's qualification requirements, having a trusted family member or friend in good financial health be your cosigner can increase your chances of approval, potentially at a better interest rates. Okay, so this is something you need to think about. And big decision time. Can you pre-qualify for a personal loan? If yes, do it. Do it because this actually removes all the uncertainty out of the equation, at least until you actually choose the offer. Okay, do it. And if you can find a co-signer, do it. Okay, and if you want to speed up the process of approval, please check your credit report before applying, pay off your debts, talk to your existing financial institution, consider online lenders and call them up, have a conversation with someone there. And you want to pick loan funds up in person, okay? And if your lender, let's say your lender has a brick and mortar location, say a credit union, ask if there is an option to pick funds up at the branch so you can get the money faster. All right, folks. This was it for today's conversation. This was a couch conversation about easy loans to get approved for and how to get a large loan amount quickly and easily. So first, you want to think about the loan amount. Number two, think about the FICO score, your FICO score. Number three, the loan typology. What are the different types of loans that you have out there? Number four, shop for loans, do some loan shopping. Number five, you want to look for the loan formats. We are talking here about unsecured, secured, line of credit, that kind of stuff. And number six, you want to pick a lender. Number seven, you want to apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.